shattered. Broken strings, cause you play me like a violin. Shame on me for all your 7 deadly sins. Had it all, but you craved attention. Drowning in your own reflection. Put me down just to see me get back up again. 6 feet under and you're ready to give all the pain. If I was your new addition, you make me part of your equation. Shattered from the past, wish you were my last. Shatter me to pieces like broken glass. Frozen looking at pictures that we took back in the summer. I thought that I would remember how we used to feel, but this isn't real. Now we're over. Take it all, there's nothing left here anyway. We used to talk, but now we don't know what to say. Now we're just two passing strangers. We tried, you lied, goodbye forever. Put me down just to see me get back up again. 6 feet under and you're ready to give all the pain. If I was your new addition, you make me part of your equation. Shattered from the past, wish you were my last. Shatter me to pieces like broken glass.
Boise State Game Pan's Esports Arena. We're here today for the Esports Tower Rumble, where talented all-star teams of Esports Tower take on some of the top high school teams in the nation. These talented Rocket League players will battle each week in a standalone bracket. I'm your host, Jacob Jem Palmer, and helping me to call the action is Artie Nerdy Bird Rain. Welcome, Nerdy. It's great to be back casting some Esports Tower Rocket League. And even though I haven't been on the desk, I have been well aware of the specter that teams like St. John's Bosco have been casting over the entire tournament, sometimes shutting out the entire competition along with their rival, Forsyth Central. We have just seen such a great performance from St. John's Bosco. Who are we looking at tonight who can maybe unseat them?
So time and time again, we have been saying that even the Esports Tower coaches are kind of like, who can shut down St. John's? Last week during our All-Stars broadcast, even then they still kind of in spirit won because they had players on the team that ended up coming out on top. And with that in mind, the team that typically I turn to be like, maybe this is the week that they're going to do it, is Forsyth Central. And if you saw the brackets at the beginning, they weren't there. So that means I am putting all of my money in on the Esports Tower Barracudas or Hendricken, because Hendricken, though they've only been here a couple of times, have managed to give both Forsyth Central and St. John's Bosco a run for their money. So we'll have to just wait and see. But those are my two kind of, I guess, bets in this regard to hopefully, take down St. John's. Nothing against y'all at St. John's Bosco. It's a David and Goliath story. Someone eventually has to take you down.
Well, we'll see how it turns out tonight. In case you haven't been with us before in the Esports Tower Rumble, we take some of the best high school teams and Esports Tower teams, and we begin with a group play in 4 different groups of 3. It's going to be round robin in the first round, and the top teams are going to advance to the bracket. And we can see here, we're going to have in Group A, the Barracudas, St. John Bosco, and Hendricken, whereas Group B, the Wolves, Scorpions, and Mammoths are going to be fighting out. So kind of all the teams that you mentioned, Nerdy, are going to be in this first group, which should have some very fierce competition.
That also means that once we make it into the bracket stage, only really 2 of those teams will be left standing, and I'm probably going to have to eat my words.
Well, we know how, I don't want to say, paranoid, but concerned you were last week in the All-Stars about, do I say this team wins or not? I don't want to, cast or curse. So we're just going to see what happens and let the chips fall where they may, as I suppose so. But we want to give you a quick reminder before we're ready to start the first match. You can support your team and celebrate your successes, but remember to be respectful to the other fans in the Twitch chat, as we have mods patrolling, keeping order in the virtual space. And now that everything is ready and set for us, we are going to be ready to jump into Group A and see what happens in the round robin. Kicking things off, we'll have Group A play, and the Barracudas on the blue side, St. John Bosco on the orange side, and St. John Bosco looking to continue their dominant run in the Rumbles. But with the Barracudas' new roster changes, they might be looking to shake some things up, as we see a nice equalizer coming through there.
It's very interesting. This is the first time for that side of the Barracudas. We've seen Quez on a couple different rosters. They've been able to move up through the ranks, the Esports Tower, but those other 2 players of Magic, and I have yet to catch the other name, unless their name changes, they're 2 new players that I have yet to be able to really watch, and maybe that's what Esports Tower needs, that little bit of, pun intended, magic here in order to help them out to come out on top of this one, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, it comes down to less than a final minute as Turbo pushes it over toward the side as Quez is looking for the clear. Turbo back over to the center. Quez in midair, shot on goal, just going to be right off the back line. Look at that follow through.
That was beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right, Barracudas. Come on, bring it home. You've got 20 seconds. Make some magic happen, guys.
Well, Barracudas, who are in fact in the orange, are going to be looking to try to drive this one home, or we might be going into overtime as it goes off to the side. Over toward the goal. Are they going to find it?
That was huge! Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, yes, Barracudas, thank you. Thank you for not making me feel like a horrible human being once again this week.
Well, they did it with style, not in just that match, but their other one as well, going 2-0 in the overall series. So that was a very great game. Barracudas have a new roster of Quez, Visible Prodigy, and Magic. Now let's go back to the next round and see St. John's Bosco might be trying to find their footing again as they go up against Hendricken.
Hendricken, as I mentioned, is one of those teams that was able to give them a run for their money. Even the high top-ranked Esports Tower teams have a hard time against Hendricken. This is only, I want to say, their 4th week in total participating with us in Esports Tower, and every time they've come back with more and more power, as well as more organization and better rotation. So perhaps this is the game that really does set St. John's Bosco, off and make them realize everyone is beginning to catch up.
St. John's Bosco still managing to maintain a little bit of a lead as we head into about 30 seconds remaining, playing it above Hendricken's goal. But look out for Baum here, coming off into the corner, trying to center it up for the follow-through. But no one's going to find it for the goal. And in we come toward Bosco's goal. It is still just 20 seconds left. St. John's Bosco holding on to a narrow lead.
We've seen multiple goals get scored in that amount of time. As 15 seconds on the clock, 2 goals is not impossible. It's hard, but if someone lets up here at the kickoff, we may see this come back and be a 3-3 in overtime. But of course, only those 10 seconds will tell.
Well, 10 seconds left. Hendricken has to step up here if they want to get the win. And with 3 seconds left, now 2, now 1, all the ball has to do is touch the ground, and St. John's Bosco can have a little bit of solace in knowing that they are still a very formidable team to go up against. As we move on to the 3rd match, it is going to be Barracudas versus Hendricken in the 3rd match of Group A, and a beautiful goal right to start off to equalize it 1-1.
With 90 seconds, though, we can't really make any great predictions here as to how this is going to go. We've seen Zondu and Pickle work together very well when it comes to playing for Team Hendricken. However, they do have another player that is new for that roster as well playing with them, so perhaps that little bit of a roster change might be playing into their little bit of hiccups that we do see happening here. However, it is Hendricken, and as I mentioned, they are a very gifted team, and as I say that, they score their 2nd goal.
We're going to move on to just over 1 minute left as we head into this kickoff. Going to be in toward the center as Magic from Barracudas puts it up into the air. Xanadu trying to stabilize for his team, but the ball is still right in the center. But shot on goal, nice save there by Quez, is going to push it off to the side as one of the members gets demoed there. And here comes the counter push from Trina, now over to Pickle. He's going to try to center it up right over Barracuda's goal, and they're going to find it. Hendricken's going 3-1.
That was a beautiful follow-up right there from Trina on that centering shot. They were waiting for it. They were in position. I wonder if they'll be able to pull that off again. 9 seconds. It's really hard to pull off that comeback if you're looking to see the Barracudas make it out of the bracket stage. But it might be the end of their Cinderella story for this Rumble, and it is as that clock hits 0.
Well, we saw so many wins being traded back and forth in Group A, just what you would expect when you kind of have the top teams to talk of all in one group. And we're going to jump into a full highlight match from Group A right now. This is Hendricken going up against St. John Bosco, I believe. Yes, it is. St. John Bosco versus Hendricken. This is going to be the story. Hendricken coming off with a nice win against the Barracudas. Can they also topple the top team here?
It's going to be very difficult for them. We did get to see a little bit of one of their previous matches together. This one will ultimately determine where they're going to be sitting in that final bracket stage, so it's really important for either team to come out on top. However, I will say St. John's Bosco, notoriously in group stage, will underperform in comparison to what they do in the bracket stage, so we cannot make any predictions from this, even though after not even full 30 seconds, a goal was scored by Hendricken.
Well, Hendricken gonna take the early lead, might be looking for a second run, but Baum is gonna push it right towards Hendricken's goal. It goes over to Pickle, who beats Fear Classic to it, pushing the ball into blue territory. Center coming through from Pickle right above the goal, but no one's gonna find it as we dive in here. Xanadu trying to keep the side control going, is able to find it. Center is gonna be stopped by Baum. Now here comes the other attempt. Trina with the follow-up, misses in midair, and Hendricken is gonna have to fight a little more to try to get their goal.
They're still maintaining a lot of ball possession here right in front of the goal. We do have a couple members of St. John's trying to get that clear, but no one can find an easy pass right now, so that's going to make it really difficult because Hendricken is just not letting up over here. They do finally get it across that center field mark, and Fear Classic is now trying to battle it out from Pickle for that ball, but Pickle gets a beautiful clear to the corner.
And now we have 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in this match. Xanadu fighting for it in the center. Fear Classic is going to get it over to Turbo. Look for the shot here above the backboard. He's going to find it, and it ties it up.
What What? Okay, that might have been a little bit of an own goal situation as well. That's always painful.
Yeah, but great mid-air control there from Turbo. They're going to be going for another one, not going to find it. Now, Hendricken looking to stabilize. Sphere Class is going to stop that right there with a pop off the roof. Trying to misses in midair. Big opening for St. John Bosco, centering it right in. Look for Bob above, but not going to find it. And Hendricken escaping out of a dangerous situation, but they're not out of the woods quite yet.
I honestly thought that that was going to go in. That was a fantastic, like, mid-air steal that we saw in the Turbo from the upper corner. What was that? Time and time again, we have said that Turbo makes these shots that should not go in. That is one of them that, once again, Turbo, I don't know how that happened.
Turbo definitely proving to be a mid-air master, and he's going to push it over toward the corner, center it up again, look for Bomb here, but off to the corner. Not quite going to find it, but can Bosco, not before Xanadu comes in, but Bomb's going to stop that clear from going through. Fighting with Pickle, he's going to find another one! These angles, Nerdy.
It's just, I don't know how to put it. Turbo last week, they were that kind of quintessential member in the our All-Stars tournament that happened. Their team is the one that found it all the way to victory, despite me saying I don't know if they're going to make it. They made me eat my words. And it was kind of Turbo, the powerhouse, who has been leading this entire tournament across the board in goals, that has been able to do that. And it's just those insane angles.
Now here comes Hendricken trying to get it toward the blue goal, but finding some tough defense from Bosco, who's turning it in for another shot on goal. Just going to be off toward the right. But now here comes Bomb, is going to miss that contest there. And that might allow Hendricken to come in there fighting for it in the center. And now here they go. Fear Classic and Xanadu both fighting in it midair. Another follow-up. Bomb with the save there, pushing it off to the side. Another follow-up, but Turbo is there on the back post, ready to push it and get the clear.
That time Turbo was not even going for a clear shot. They just decided they will dribble it all the way down, but unfortunately they will get demoed along. Pickle to now get this beautiful air dribble all the way down to the goal, but Bomb was waiting there, and his Babe already able to turn it back around towards an empty net, and St. John's Bosco finds their fourth goal.
Well, with about 30 seconds to a goal, it is not impossible for Hendricken, but with that kickoff decisively not going in their favor, their work is even more cut out for them now. St. John's Bosco could be looking to get their final goal here. Some great mid-air play from Turbo right there. Off to Bomb. Turbo's going to try to push it around Trina, but Trina beats him to it. Now, the counterattack. Oh, what a save from Fear.
That was beautiful, but the attack is still not done. However, Bomb comes swooping in from the side to steal that ball away. We have trying to get a shot on goal. It is hitting that crossbar, though. It's always everyone's worst enemy at the worst times. However, there's still another shot by Trina there to redeem themselves. Nicely done on that follow-up.
They are not going to be counted out quite yet here. Kickoff, once again, is going to go into St. John Bosco's favor, but Hendricken right back towards them. Turbo midair with the pass over to Fear Classic. Needs to find the center. Fear Classic a little bit of some stumbling there from St. John's Bosco. They're going to have to pick up the pieces here, find a clear before Hendricken can take advantage. They do manage to do that. Now they're going to center it above the goal, but not quite going to find it. Hendricken now, this is clutch for them. They need to find a goal as they have only 30 seconds left.
We do see a nice shot getting taken away there from one of the members, and it ends up bouncing right in 23 seconds. That is totally capable of being done. Come on, Hendricken, bring us into overtime.
They are definitely going to try as the ball, off. We see some demos coming on to St. John's Bosco there. They're definitely getting a little chippy as it all comes down to this. Can they do it? Shot!
Oh my gosh,
Ray
yes!
could be going to overtime.
Well, okay, but we've seen St. John's on these kickoffs do these crazy high in the air or off the sidewall pops to try and just score a goal right out the gate. They're doing it right now. Unfortunately, Turbo will just be not quite in the right position for it to work out for them. So that does allow for the timer to tick down and bring us finally into overtime. As I said, nothing against you, SJB, but Hendricken, please shut down Goliath.
Well, with also the Barracudas getting the win over St. John's Bosco, it would be surreal if we do not see St. John Bosco in the final bracket, but that is what we are possibly looking at right here, as both teams are looking for that golden goal. Hendricken playing defense there. St. John Bosco not going to get the right angle there, and Hendricken now needs to find the clear. Look out for Turbo, who misses in midair, but the follow-up is right there. Oh, Hendricken, you have got to be so lucky right now.
I honestly thought Fear was going to get that one in. We see the demolition come out right there with the shot on goal, but the redirect was just enough. Pickle now just has to be a couple members of a Hendricken, but the turnaround's already happened. You can't leave your goal open like that in OT. This is always the type of situation nobody wants to see, and we're already almost hitting 1 minute in overtime. This is crazy.
Well, here comes Trina, is going to go up the wall, pass over to Pickle in the center, plays it around Bomb there. Now Turbo needs to find the clear. In comes Fear, up and to the side, but still not quite finding the goal that they need. Trina is going to keep it in the corner, not allowing it to go in front of their goal, and this might be the opening for Hendricken, but St. John's Bosco is not going to let it go easily. Oh, look at Xanadu right there. That was so, and you do not want double commits coming through here for St. John's Bosco. In this crucial time, Trina's going to find it. Oh my goodness.
What? Okay, it finally happened.
Wow.
I cannot believe we just. Okay, St. John's Bosco.
It's because, Nerdy, it's because you have a new person here on the desk, and the meta has completely shifted around. But St. John's Bosco, who has been the favorite all the time, so looks like they are not going to be getting into the second stage, which is surreal.
I am completely shocked. Honestly, I did not think that this was going to be the week that St. John's would not make it into the bracket stage, because honestly, Forsyth is always the one that ends up going against them. They're consistently in the finals, in the championship together, going against each other, and normally Forsyth is the one to give St. John's that first loss in the initial group stage, but no one can tend to, close it out. This time, even without Forsyth Central, the Barracudas and Hendricken, despite, being two different teams, kind of worked together a little bit there, and I cannot believe they shut St. John's Bosco out. Nicely done.
Well, with as much excitement as we have just seen, we still have a whole nother group to review here. As let's get into the Group B review, see how they did in their round robins. It's going to be the Wolves versus the Scorpions. You see, Wolves are going to be in the blue, Scorpions in the orange. We have not seen Scorpions in a few weeks of the Rumble, but they are back and ready to make it to the bracket stage. And you can definitely see with a goal there early, they are willing to fight.
Both of these teams are ones that we have seen take time off from the Tower Rumble in order to improve their ability to rotate, make passes, find connections. I think that was a turtle even right there for that goal. That was beautiful, but with that time that they take off, they really do improve, and it's beautiful to see that we can actually kind of gauge the improvement, because this is, in comparison to what we saw 2 weeks ago from these teams, so much better than what we've seen in the past from them.
Well, if you look at the rosters for both teams, we actually see that both teams are going to be having a coach filling in for them. So that's going to be some interesting kind of gameplay right there. It's going to be Rake for the Wolves and Jay for the Scorpions. So look out for them to see how they contribute to the team dynamics. And right now, with only 10 seconds left, Scorpions look like they're going to be the ones to take the win here, going 2-0 overall in the series.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's kind of like you can treat it like an in-house scrim going against each other. Just lots of opportunities for VOD review. And at the end of the day, honestly, do you really want to beat out your big brother or little sister, so to speak, in any game? Does it really feel that good?
Well, speaking of big brothers, we're going to bring in the Mammoths right now, looking to stop the Scorpions in their tracks. And with 47 seconds left, Mammoths looking, a lot more like a house cat right now, because Scorpions, I don't know if anyone can stop them right now.
They definitely have improved dramatically in the past few weeks. I did not anticipate seeing them be able to completely hold out teams with this level of a score lead. 4 goals ahead with 33 seconds. We've seen it done in the past, but unfortunately, Mammoths, I don't foresee in your future being able to score those 4 in the next 32 seconds.
We've seen some crazier things, but right now I am not feeling quite a crazy vibe with this match. Instead, the clock is going to continue down. Scorpions looking to be the dominant team in Group B, with Jake having 8 shots on goal this match. So that is very impressive, definitely contributing to those 4 goals. We're going to go under 10 seconds. See the results for this overall match. Wouldn't be surprised if there was another 2-0 victory for the Scorpions, going to be advancing into the bracket. But with the Scorpions able to pull out the Game 1 victory, Mammoths are looking to fight back, try to get their place in the bracket. So they're going to face off against the Wolves.
I'm not going to make any predictions here because I'm not caster cursing either one of these sides. The Wolves and the Mammoths, I feel like, have equal opportunity here to come out on top. It's just going to have to come down to, honestly, as we've seen in Doc's keys to the game, don't leave that back post open. So either side, do not leave your goal open when you're going on that offensive. But unfortunately for the Wolves, it seems like that might have occurred because they're already down 2 as we're under the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, and going over to a 3-0, you can see the goal split between all 3 members of the teams there. Now we're going to go toward 2 minutes here to see teams all bunched up in the corner there, as Rake is going to try to get one, going to find it with some momentum going back toward the Wolves. They're looking to tie it back up.
2 minutes, 13 seconds, and as I say that, we actually do fast forward a little bit, so we've got about 90 seconds remaining. That 1 goal is all that the Wolves have managed to secure, but the Mammoths have not gotten any more on top of that either, so both teams are playing some great defense, but you leave an open goal like that, as I said earlier, and you're going to be punished.
And that punished they are with only 20 seconds left.
No.
And another shot toward just a little bit too high there. And off into the corner. Rake is going to be able to find it. But again, I'm just seeing a little bit too much bunching up from the Wolves there. Might want to try to huddle in the pack there, but you don't necessarily want to do that in Rocket League. And Mammoths are going to find the win for themselves. Looking like they are going to be going into the group stage as well. But as I said, we didn't see the final results for Scorpions versus Mammoths, and that's because we are indeed going to have them as the highlight match. So Scorpions already showing themselves to be a force here in this highlight match. Were the Mammoths able to turn it around?
We'll have to see. For the Mammoths, they have Neon Switch on their side, which is a player that we've seen on multiple rosters here for the Esports Tower, as well as during our All-Stars tournament. They're a fantastic player. They are well-rounded, and perhaps if they can help take control of the comms for the side of the Mammoths, they have the chance to bring this one out. As we do see a shot on goal right there from one of the players from the Scorpions, but unfortunately, it was just a little bit too far to the side.
Well, here comes Scorpions again with another attack there. It's going to be saved, and look at that follow-up right there coming through from Jake. And showing kind of why he's the coach.
Oh, is that actually Coach Jake playing for the side of the Scorpions?
Yes, I believe for the Scorpions and Wolves. I said it during the earlier match recap. They had to have some subs in there to get the teams up to full rosters. So, yeah, they're having a kind of a different team dynamic with their coach coming in.
All right, Coach Jake, show me what you got. I'm going to be judging you harder now than ever.
Well, with all of the pressure on Jake right now, we will see how he tries to perform with the pass over to Jay. And here comes the Mammoth. A nice push over there from the Scorpions is going to keep that clear from going through, and an unfortunate miss by Astro there has to allow Meow to try to pick up the pieces. And Scorpions pushing it back toward Mammoth territory in the corner here. Mammoths still need to find another clear. And with a shot here coming through from Jake, is going to be deflected there by the Mammoths at the last moment.
And then Jake themselves will also get demoed, but now we've got a nice slowdown here right in front of the goal. Demolition's going to come out.
Oh.
Great save, but there was still follow-up from somebody on the Scorpions to find that goal. Beautifully done. I think that was C-Math who came swooping in to save Jake's shot. Nicely done. Great teamwork.
Yeah, definitely managed to make contact with the ball there, but no momentum behind it. Look at Jake yet again. That is crazy.
Okay.
It's actually not going to be Jake. It's going to be Jay, excuse me. So spread out across the whole team.
That is sharing the love, as we do see a beautiful kickoff in favor of the Scorpions with some fantastic follow-up, still maintaining control over here in the corner from Jay, but Mion will come in, knock it away, allowing Flays to take it over into the corner, but someone was still waiting by that goal, and they're going to turn it around, crossing that center stripe already right in front of the Mammoths goal.
in front of the Mammoths goal, going over to the other side of the field. Ball high up in the air, and a miss there from the Scorpions. Now Jake has to come in again. Manages to push it back, now looking for a center. Follow-up coming through from Jay, not quite in the right position there. He's gonna have to center it up again. Did manage to steal the corner boost there. And the last minute, look at Jay coming through here. Oh, the Mammoths are just going back and forth across in front of their goal, sort of crisscrossing in a desperate effort to stop this onslaught of shots.
We do finally see a clear come out from Flynn's right there, bringing it down into the corner. Jake's going to try to steal the ball away. They have missed it a little bit. Jay will elevate, managing to prevent that ball from going in the goal. Now for the side of the Scorpions, they may be able to make a push. They aren't able to do that, though, as members of the Mammoths are just flying in and taking the ball away from them at any opportunity they can possibly get. The ball is in the possession of the Scorpions, but it's still getting taken away before they even cross that midfield mark.
Mammoths trying to look for their first goal,
Yes!
are gonna find it. I'm gonna put a little bit of spring back in their step. Nerdy? I want to make sure I get this right. Meon switch?
Yeah, it's like neon, but it's an M instead, so it's neon switch.
Okay, I got it now. Well, Meon switch, you got the first goal, so good job for you. Looking for a second here is going to be fighting against the Scorpions for it, but all of a sudden a lot of side control coming through from the Mammoths, which might be taken away from them right here.
Honestly, my advice to the Mammoths is just incapacitate Coach Jake and then just gang up on Jay. I know that sounds like I'm saying be a bully, but that's what you gotta do sometimes.
Well, an unfortunate double commit in the air there. They do manage to steal the corner boost. It is right in front of the goal here. Yes! Look at that angle coming out through there. That's gonna be Flicks, I believe, from the Mammoths, taking the second goal. We could possibly be seeing a tying shot coming through here with a little under 90 seconds left.
That was a fantastic kickoff there from Coach Jake. However, there wasn't anyone ready for the follow-up, so they couldn't pull a St. John's Bosco using that really high off the sidewall shot. But, you know, your teammates will get there. Your players will get there, Jake. Don't worry. As we do see the Scorpions really putting a lot of pressure here on the goal, a demolition does come out, so this might be the opportunity for the Mammoths to get some ball control here and take it back over to the side of the Scorpions.
Well, here come the Mammoths trying to get a clear here as they do not want to be playing defense in their own goal. And another double commit there. Mammoths really have to be working to improve that because they cannot afford to make those kinds of mistakes when they need to find their tying shot, as Flicks is going to be able to get the clear there. Here comes Jake in midair, pushes it off to the side, but in comes Meon, able to keep it going. Jay stopping it from going in front of the goal there. And now 25 seconds left. Scorpions, a goal here would definitely allow them to breathe a little easier. And look at Jake coming through there with a clutch goal.
That was a bit fancy. I feel like that was a little showing off there with the aerial ball control we saw from Coach Jake.
Well, we do see a lot of showing off here in Rocket League, especially when you get those triple taps in the air to be able to get these insane goals. And right now, Scorpions certainly have a lot to be showing off for. That's going to do it for this highlight match. Scorpions going 2-0 overall in their series against the Mammoths. And that takes us to the current bracket, starting our semifinal matches with two teams advancing from each group in play. After an impressive group stage this week, the Esports Tower Scorpions took the first seed in a dominant performance in Group B.
No.
Hendricken took the second seed this week after having big performances in Group A versus St. John's Bosco, but it is going to be St. John's advancing into the bracket as well, with only the Scorpions from Group B advancing. So I thought they weren't going to make it into the final bracket, but look out for them. Here they come.
No, Coach Jake, you're the one who even said this to us. You don't know who can take down St. John's Bosco. And yes, you are a fantastic coach and player at Rocket League, but I hate to break it to you, buddy, I don't think the odds are in your favor for this one, but we'll see. I'm not trying to curse you at all here, but obviously I'm not saying anyone's going to win or not, but seriously, good luck. It's you're going to get a taste of what your players have to deal with week after week going into St. John's Bosco.
Well, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will get into the bracketed stage of this event. St. John's Bosco managing to barely get through, and we might see them come alive to take the championship yet again. Who is going to be the one to potentially stop them? We'll find out after this.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome back to this broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble, coming to you from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Special edition of the Rumble this week because St. John's Bosco still managing to get into the brackets, but are met by some fierce competition as all three members of Group A managed to squeeze through to the finals, with the Scorpions and the Barracudas looking to unseat the current champions. So let's take a look at the first matchup in the Esports Tower Rumble. That is going to be the Scorpions versus St. John Bosco, a match that the Scorpions showed a lot of promise in. And Nerdy, who's still joining me, is definitely going to be quite a match to kick off the playoff stage.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like the Scorpions kind of have like a wild card / Uno reverse card, so to speak, in their in their back pockets right now, because they have Coach Jake with them. Someone that, you know, gets to sit there, do all the VOD reviews with them, kind of point out St. John's Bosco's weak points, know what St. John's Bosco always likes to do and what they're capable of doing. So with Jake being thrown into the mix here, I feel like the Scorpions might actually be able to make this probably one of the most interesting games we'll see this evening.
Well, if there is any time to regroup and think about some strategy, it is now. And what better strategy can you get than Doc's keys to the game in Rocket League, which is to play the shot and rebound, disrupt pathing of attackers, defend and attack boost, and rotate to the back post quickly. Those are Doc's keys to the game, brought to you by esportstower.com. And you can improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. Those are Doc's keys to the game. And now we move into what is one of probably the most interesting matches that I'm going to be looking forward to seeing here tonight. Scorpions once again going up against St. John's Bosco, and will the promise that they showed in the group stage transfer over to brackets?
I have begged multiple teams to not do anything to allow St. John's Bosco to have an advantage, and one of those things is keep the ball on the ground as much as you possibly can. And even with the ball on the ground, Turbo and Bomb will find that first goal, and I think that was in about 15 seconds?
Yeah, 15 seconds there. Unfortunately, a miscalculation there from CMath. It's what allowed the goal to be wide open there for St. John's Bosco. Bo is going to die in the center a little bit off that kickoff. Follow-up is going to go in St. John's Bosco favor. As Jay comes in here, is going to have it stolen away. Look at Q coming in there, able to get the score.
All right, so for anyone just now joining us, I would like to point out for the St. John's Bosco roster, these are not the normal people that we see, especially for St. John's. Q is a new member that we're seeing for the first time this evening, as well as Bomb. Turbo and Fear Classic are two names that we've seen time and time again. We got to see them Fear Classic earlier this evening, but for this roster, the only returning member is Turbo right now.
Ooh, and Jake probably wishing he had a little bit more boost there to catch up with that ball, as that was a wide open goal that Bosco left open there. And now they're going to be looking to center it. Turbo fighting for it with that amazing control in the air there. Off toward the corner where Bomb keeps it going, centering it above Jake, and Q comes in yet again for another score.
What? How did this happen?
It was looking so promising in the group stage.
I seriously thought that that ball was going to be cleared, but Q was just in the perfect position to stop that. What a play.
Kickoff coming through. Nice by Jay there. Turbo has to find the clear here. He's going to be pushing it toward the center. In comes Jake. Manages to, I think, make a little contact there, but Bomb finding a nice clear. Now they're going to be looking to center it up yet again.
Oh,
Demo
no!
onto CMath. They aren't able to turn that into a goal right away there, and trying to get a pop off the roof there. Scorpions are desperate to find a clear and get back some much-needed side control.
I'm not going to lie, one of the things that I don't typically see St. John's Bosco turning to is those demolitions, but they are using them to their advantage this evening. I definitely thought that that one was going to result in the goal, because CMath took the advice we've said, which is rotate to that back post fast. They were there. They were ready to be for that saving grace of their team, but St. John's was like, nuh-uh.
But they are looking to say to a possible goal here. As Jake comes in, Turbo steals it away from him. Now is actually CMath is able to keep it going slightly for the Scorpions there, but Bosco is coming in here. Look at Q. Ooh, crucial miss there, and an open goal. Can they come in? Jake missing again, and he's been fighting multiple times trying to get a score on that open goal, but hasn't been able to find it. And we are moving toward halftime here with a very impressive lead from St. John's Bosco.
CMath had a great shot on goal. However, St. John's just read it perfectly, as we also see Bomb get a demo out on Jay, knocking them down one player for a moment. Respawn just in time to swoop across that goal and get a save, and Jake returns that demolition favor over to Bomb, taking out one of the members of St. John's. Hopefully we can see a turnaround now for the Scorpions to maintain some ball control here.
Well, Jay and CMath both at the same time trying to push it up the field. Look at Turbo there onto the open goal. He gets his first goal of the match. And that is very unfortunate there. Just the rotation not there at all for the Scorpions.
It's okay. It's a best of 3. It's okay.
You dust yourself off. I mean, there's still time here. I mean, there's still enough time for the Scorpions to maybe get some stable footing. All it takes is one big clear that turns into one big goal, and you've got some new momentum for your team here. The momentum is desperately what the Scorpions need here. They're going to try to get this clear. Q pops it up over the Scorpions there, and Turbo looking to get the center here. Another demo onto Jake. It's right above follow-up. Ooh, they're just not quite in the right position there. Going to be credited with 2 shots on goal there. But now here comes Jake. Nice clear Q. Now off at the center. This
Yes,
their opening.
that's
There
it.
you go.
Okay, they're bringing it back. The Scorpions are showing signs of life here. 3 goals. I don't know if they'll be able to get that, but they'll be able to close that gap out a little bit here for match 1 at least.
Well, I mean, they have 30 seconds for each goal, so, you know, really doable. They have 90 seconds to do that. Nice kickoff there from CMath. Is going to try to center it, is able to pick up the boost there. Oh, that was just a little bit weird with the pop off the roof there, but in comes Jake rotating in to keep the side control going. Steals the corner boost again there from St. John's Bosco. And now here comes CMath there, right above the goal. Nice clear from Bomb there. And Scorpions now have very little boost left. Only one who has it is Jake, who has to fight in the air to try to stop this from coming through. He's going to let CMath rotate in. And now Jay again trying to push it toward Bosco territory.
We see CMath get taken out by Q, so now the Scorpions are down 1 car on the field for a couple of moments. Jay's trying to keep this alive, so we do see Q manage to steal the ball away, take it across that center field mark. Jake does read it perfectly, though, gets a nice clear away from them. It's still redirected, and Jay's trying to get some help here from Coach Jake. Unfortunately, it's not enough, as we see a shot on goal from Turbo, and the follow-up from Q. Oh my gosh.
Toss your hats in, because the new player for St. John's Bosco coming in with a very impressive hat trick for their first performance here in Rocket League.
The teamwork, you wouldn't even know that Q was a new player, honestly. They're just fitting right in.
Well, I mean, look at Boise State with instinct, you know, coming in and
Fair
changing
enough.
up the game. So sometimes it's just a quick roster change that can really make a team go to the next level here. And now St. John's Bosco, it would just be kind of a dancing in the end zone at this point if they were to get another goal. CMath trying to push it over and center it, but Bomb takes possession of it. Jay pushes it toward the center. CMath, last second shot on goal here, misses. And that is going to be a win for St. John Bosco.
It's okay, it's okay. Like I said, it's a best of 3. That game never happened.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to go into these matches every single time, you know, kind of resetting your whole mentality. And that is hopefully what is going to happen here for the Scorpions, because I will say, before that final goal from St. John's Bosco, right after the Scorpions had gotten their goal, it did look like they kind of came alive. You know, they were having the majority of the side control there going, so if it just is, if they're able to kind of reset their mentality completely and are able to enter into this with a fresh state of mind, remembering how good they did in the group stage, you can't count them out. Like you said, Nerdy, they're the wild card.
Yeah, and then like my other piece of advice I want to give to them is kind of take a page out of Ariana's book here and start, you know, bringing out the demos. Go for that demolitions as an expert medal during the game, like taking out players from St. John so they're down 1 car on the field for 3 seconds at a time, which we've calculated this out where at one point there was the equivalency of over 30 seconds where they were only 2 players on the field for 1 team because of how many demolitions were coming out from Forsyth. If the Scorpions can embody that pure aggression from Ariana in this match, they may be able to stall out St. John's just enough to score, to come out on top.
Well, here is the new match here, and it is indeed 3 players for St. John's Bosco. We just see Turbo twice there, but I assure you it is a fair match on the up and up here. And Turbo, they're trying to make it a little bit more of an unfair match by taking out Jake with a demo. Scorpions able to recover. Jake credited with a save there, but Turbo centering up again for Bomb to come in here. Oh, what a save from Jay there.
We do see it get popped a little bit high, so Turbo wasn't able to make anything happen from that one. C-Math gets a shot on goal. It is going to be saved by Bomb. Oh. Follow from Jake, saved by Q. Oh my gosh, what can you do against a team that just won't let anything through, as we see a double command come out right there from the members of St. John's.
Here comes Jake, is going to be playing it over. Oh, look at Turbo there with the dunk, back towards the goal. And now Bomb there. They're just going to kind of rotate back here, get ready for their next attack. He's going to let, oh, look at Jay coming in there. Q has to try to keep the clear continuing, but a nice flip there from Jake is going to push it back toward Bosco's goal, and that's a nice goal there. Scorpions taking the early lead.
All right, that's what we like to see. That, you know, a little less than 30 seconds, that's some good time on a goal there, especially for any team, honestly. And also, I feel like the side control was in favor of St. John's for the majority of that, and we didn't see a goal scored, so nicely done, Scorpions.
Nicely done indeed, as the kickoff is going to stay in the center. In comes Jay. Take it away. It's going to contest with Bomb. Bomb misses in midair. Now it's up to Turbo there. Ooh, not getting a lot of speed off of that one. Uh-oh, open goal. Jay, can you get there in time? Ooh, he is. Oh, my.
Oh,
no, follow up again.
Oh,
well, you know, all three of them contributed there. I mean, there was a double follow-up, so it's hard to defend against that.
Yeah, 3 shots on goal back-to-back is hard to stop, I won't lie. So, I mean, you got 2 saves under your belt from that one. Nice try, Scorpions. Nicely done, St. John's, to keep going.
All right, in the center again, all tied up with a little over 3 minutes left. We still have so much more to get to, and both teams don't want to be counted out here. St. John's Bosco on match point here. If they can pick up the win, they will go on to the finals. A very familiar position for them. Jay again having to get the save there. Is going to come through. Nice play around Q. Oh,
go,
can Turbo
Jay,
get there? Can he?
Oh,
well, nice save from Turbo there. Credit where it's due.
Yes. Well, I love how both of us were rooting for the other player that was going for it. That is how you know there's no favorites here, because we want to see everyone succeed, as we do see the Scorpions get a fantastic pass all the way over towards the other goal. Jake is maintaining possession, popping it up over a couple members of St. John's. Q elevates and barely misses it, but unfortunately, it's now in the tires of Turbo. Oh my gosh, but Jake and Jay teaming up to get that second goal. Nicely done.
Yeah, I want to see it from the other angle here, because it looked like Bomb. Oh, he was just a little bit too late there.
Honestly, when Turbo got it, I was like, all right, it's turning around. Okay, back towards the other goal we go.
Another narrow lead for the Scorpions. Kickoff still in the center. Here comes Jake there. Doesn't quite push it over to St. John Bosco's territory like he wanted. And they're taking advantage of that right away with an equalizer.
Okay, that's fine. Back to 0-0.
Easy come, easy go.
No one scored any goals. It's fine. There's still 2.5 minutes on the clock, I think.
Oh, and that is quite an emote for the goal there. This Cold Death is trying to put to end the chances of the Scorpions keeping their hopes alive. We're going to see if they can fight back here and get the lead yet again. Q is going to push it over toward the corner. Jake is able to pick up their own 100 boost. And now in midair, Q trying to ground it over to Bomb, right over the goal, just to the right. And in comes C-Math there with a nice clear. And that's going to allow the Scorpions to push over, right over Turbo. I thought he was going to at least be able to pop that off his roof, but no luck there, as he is back in the goal, is going to have to hang back there, ready to defend. Plays it around Jake and C-Math in the center again, both teams fighting for it.
There's a lot of kind of pinball happening between the players, even against their own teammates there. We do see a clear come out from Q. They try to pass it to one of their teammates. Ultimately, it does still end up with Bomb, who gets a nice shot over here down into the corner, but they can't maintain possession, allowing Jay to take it up over their heads into a goal that's nobody there, taking out Turbo and scoring that goal for the Scorpions, bringing them up by 1. Nicely done.
What did you say, Nerdy, at the start of this match? Use those demos to get those goals. They have done that to get the lead yet again.
Honestly, it's what you have to do. They play like there's 4 people on the field. Yes, it does look like there is 4. Gosh dang it, Turbo, stop!
Well,
St. John's plays like there's 4 people on the field at all times. Yes, our UI right now is showing for, we promise you there's not.
they're even fooling the game UI.
Yes, yes, they're just that gifted. So you have to just even it out by taking one of them out. It's the best thing you could do.
And the
Bomb just blows up Jake in return, though. That's not what I'm saying to do. St. John's, you don't need the player lead. You don't need the player lead, St. John's. Come on, my friends.
Scorpions fighting back, though, over to CMouth. Oh, that was such a good opportunity.
God,
Jake
Jake!
cleaning it up for them, though, pushing them back again to the lead.
Like, okay. I feel like if you go for the demos when you don't need it, it kind of puts like the gods of the game's like anger on you, and they turn the odds against you.
Okay, but this next 10 seconds is crucial if we're to believe that the gameplay from St. John's Bosco from the past is any indication. Look out for these 10 to 15 seconds after the Scorpions take a lead here. And now they're going to look for it. Nice takeaway from Jake there. Now trying to play around Q. In comes Jay. Q misses there. Oh, Turbo coming in through at the last moment with a save there. And now look out for Bomb here.
Oh, no!
Jay.
Oh, no! Ah! Okay.
Wow.
All right, back. Oh, man. My little heart.
St. John's Bosco is definitely going to make the Scorpions fight for a victory here. As we are 4-4 with 43 seconds left in this match. Here comes the next kickoff between Bomb and CMath. Going to go off to the side there. In comes Jake here. Very crucial. Crew Turbo rushing in there. Is there a follow-up there? Jay doesn't get the shot on goal there that he wanted, but CMath is hanging back there to keep it going. Look at Q there, though, winning that and taking it away from the Scorpions. A goal here would be crucial for St. John Bosco.
Keep it out of the air is always what I have to say to any team going against St. John's. Ground the frickin' ball, Jay! And he does not. He keeps it up and allowing you to find that 5th goal. Ah, gosh dang it.
Okay, okay, don't count the Scorpions out here quite yet. We've seen some crazy kickoffs, so that is what it is going to come down to.
Yes, I want just easy kickoff goal, Scorpions. Do it. You can do it.
Oh, that is
what
not the
saying.
kickoff they were wanting for. They're going to have 10 seconds left. Jake fighting in the corner. Here they come, pushing it up the field. Can they do it? Q is the lone defense there. Double commit from the Scorpions at a very inopportune time is going to allow St. John's Bosco to win that one and advance to the finals, showing that they are still a very formidable team. And I just gotta say, Nerdy, I think based on the advice you gave that last game, we should add a new key to the game, which is ground, like you said, ground the frickin' ball. Because, wow, St. John Bosco can definitely play in midair. And you know how you get to a skill like that? You are going to need to get with a good team, because going alone can only get you so far. Ultimately, if you want to increase your chances of success, you have to level up your teaming skills. We just saw that in the last play by all the members of St. John's Bosco, basically, especially Q coming in there. What a great new player there. You can see how far these players have come since the last time they were in the Rumble, especially the Scorpions. Esports Tower takes the time to create teams and of well-matched teammates. And a shout out to Coach Jake. If you're watching and haven't checked out Esports Tower clubs, you should. It's the fast track to rank up esportstower.com. So now we can take another look at the overall standings here in a very fierce match. St. John's Bosco is going to be advancing, but who is going to go up against them, Hendricken or the Barracudas? Both very formidable teams.
I'm not going to lie, this matchup by default is just going to hurt my heart, because as I said before we even started going into the group stage, I felt like the Barracudas and Hendricken, as far as all the teams went across the board, had the best chances at shutting out St. John's Bosco. And now the two teams that I was like, please, guys, make it into the bracket stage, and now they're going to play against each other again. So that means there goes another opportunity. Like, my odds of one of my teams winning out is going to drop by 50% no matter what, because I'm going to lose one of them. And so with that in mind, it's just, I'm sad, because now it's like, okay, either one of you guys gets to win and go take on St. John's, but I would have rather this not had to be you guys going against each other. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe the best thing to do, after you kind of poured your heart out there, is to take a little bit of a break and a few minutes to regain both of our composure here after that last match. We'll be back with Hendricken versus the Barracudas. See how that turns out and who's going to be going to the final to face St. John Bosco right after this.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble, broadcasting from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. And we have the overall standings for today. You can see right there St. John's Bosco still being the top team to take down, making their way toward the finals. But now we go to the other side of the bracket to see how this semifinal match against the Barracudas and Hendricken is going to turn out. I'm stereo host Jacob Jem Palmer, joined by Artie Nerdy Rain. And have you been able to steel yourself for this next match here?
I guess, because I mean, I feel like because I was so hoping, to see one of these two teams come out on top. It's like the equivalent of seeing your kids fight or go against each other in like one thing. And it's like, I just want them both to win. I want them both to succeed.
It's like when Peyton and Eli Manning go up against each other,
Like, what do you do in that case? Just good luck and have fun, I guess. That's all I can say.
That definitely is just some universal advice that can work out. As both of these teams, though, what's interesting about them is even though we saw them at kind of the lower bracket, they both came from Group A, which was a very fierce matchup. And both of them showed that they could win against St. John's Bosco. So we will see indeed how they do. It's going to be the Barracudas versus Hendricken in this semifinal match here. And now Let's see who gets the first win here as we head into the first match. All right, off we go. First kickoff is going to be going toward Prodigy, but Trina with a great clear. Well, give me some time to speak, Trina. My goodness, what a cheat there off from the kickoff, turning it immediately into a goal.
Holy cow. I'm not gonna lie, that's like a Turbo 2.0 right there, Trina. Is that how you managed to win out against St. John's Bosco that first time doing that type of stuff? Because if you keep that up, holy cow.
Here comes Magic from the Barracudas. Is going to be going up against Trina. Is able to get it there. Look at Quest there with the great follow-up. We're in for a good match here, Nerdy.
Okay, so Quez has in the past been grouped up with another member of one of the Esports Towers players, and every time that they're no longer together, it kind of hurts my heart. But Quez, you are doing fabulous now that you've moved up in these brackets a little bit here, and I'm really happy to see how well-rounded the Barracudas are into this match.
Well, here comes Pickle there. It's going to be pushed off toward the side a little bit there. Quez keeping the control going, and Zandu has to come in there to get it clear. Here comes Prodigy. He's going to be passing it off to the center where Quez is waiting. Xanadu able to disrupt that enough to push it off to the corner. Quez again with Magic there coming in very soon there, maybe a little bit too soon, as they are not going to find their goal.
Prodigy had a nice shot. It was cleared away, but Quez is still there for the follow-up, and oh my gosh. I didn't think that was going to go in, but physics is not my major, obviously, because it did.
Yeah, that's a really weird angle there, but hey, it worked out, and Barracudas are going to find themselves with a narrow lead, but we haven't really seen these narrow leads, you know, in these highlight matches turn into big leads. It has always been one after the other, but look, they might be able to get it again.
Oh
look at Magic coming in there. My goodness.
All right, so I believe that took all three members of the Barracudas. Prodigy knocking it down right in front of Quez, who gets just enough on it to get it in the goal, and then Magic swooping in to secure it. That was beautiful. Nicely done. Do the thing and just keep making all three of you guys touch it, and you'll probably end up keeping this goal lead here.
Prodigy there is going to push it off toward the side. Off and the pass toward Magic here. Magic is going to be looking to center. Actually, Prodigy comes in to center it. Trina is going to be getting the save. There's Xanadu pushing it up the field off towards the corner. He's not going to be able to find the center. Now Barracudas with the counterattack.
We do have Magic, though, going up on the wall to get it past that center mark, but Pickle comes swooping in to maintain some of that ball control. Quez following that up, trying to go after Pickle for the ball, reads it perfectly, does just that with some help from Magic, redirecting it to the side. Visible is going to stay over here to try and read what the shot's going to be. They managed to do just that, but it's not enough as it gets shot just underneath their tires by Xanadu, and they find their first goal. Oh, wait, no, that's their second, correct?
Yeah, that's their second goal. Yeah, that was all three team members working there. Pickle came in for the first attempt, wasn't able to find it. Xanadu rotates in, gets the second goal, and Trina now, ball's going to be pinched off to the side there. Going to be centered up again. In comes Magic, trying to get another goal, isn't going to find it. The contest there is going to go off to the other side. It's going to find its way toward the center of the field. Magic trying to get a pass there. And Quez comes in. They are managing to keep control of the ball on their side, and right as I say that, Pickle finds it clear.
We do have Prodigy, however, swooping in over them to kind of just disrupt a little bit, and unfortunately, Visible will pay for that by a demo from Pickle and allowing Bishop to take advantage of that player down to score their third goal, bringing us to a tie game.
I'm certainly not surprised that it has gone to a tied game now. It's 2 minutes, a little bit over 2 minutes, 20 seconds is going to be left as we head into this kickoff. Magic is going to pass it over to Prodigy here, who comes in there. And is this the opening here for the Barracudas? Again, Magic shot on goal is going to find it just the right height.
That was honestly, the rotations right there from the Barracudas were perfect. Magic's chilling out by that midfield, making sure they're ready to pull back if needed, but they took that opportunity. They're like, nah, that's a shot. I just got to go in. And they did it. Nicely done.
Nicely done indeed, and they're going to try to turn it into another goal back-to-back here. Not if Xanadu has anything to say about it. Quez comes in there. Nice, taking it away from Hendricken. Coming in yet again, and look at that angle.
Quez
What is with Quez and these angles?
I think everyone after Turbo won the All-Star game spent the last week just being like, all right, we all have to embody Turbo now and just get these insane angle goals. And everybody across the board's been able to do that this evening.
Okay, Nerdy, you're a postgraduate, right? Do you still have time to maybe take one physics class or something? Because only some deep dive and study is going to explain what we've been seeing here with these angles that Quez has been getting. Oh, and I thought another goal was going to come through there from Prodigy.
Not gonna lie, I probably have to. I really should.
Oh, just stop looking at Quez again!
Beautiful! All right, Quez. I know that, like, you had your buddy in Yeezy in the beginning of this esports tower journey, but Magic and you are a powerhouse right now. I don't want to see you two get separated in the future.
Pinched off to the side there, off the kickoff. Magic is going to try to push it back toward Bishop Hendricken. He's going to find themselves at a 3-goal deficit, a lead that I didn't think we were going to see this late into the competition. Look at Pickle there. Oh, Trina, that was so close. Just the angle wasn't quite right there. And now here comes Prodigy, showing them how showing them just about the same amount of skill, I suppose, because the goal wasn't scored there either.
Well, Trina had a nice shot at goal. Magic stopped it from going in. Magic had a nice shot and Trina took it away. Just evening out the scoreboard as we do see Magic get a demolition and then Xanadu get a demolition out on Magic, allowing Pickle to find another goal.
It's crucial here. You see that demo. It was all the demo there that allowed them, and Quez wasn't able to rotate in quite quick enough. It's going to put it within 2 goals with about a minute left on the clock. Plenty of time for Bishop Hendricken to maybe try to even this up. Not quite going to find it there, and is going to be playing defense instead.
We do see Xanadu manage to knock it into the mid off the wall. Quez tried to get a touch on it, unfortunately did not have enough of an angle. Magic as well with the same thing. Prodigy trying to corral this ball in the air. Unfortunately, looks like trying to be able to get it knocked down in front of Xanadu. And Pickle might be there for the follow-up, but it does get knocked high above their head. Trina's now rotating back. We see a demolition from Xanadu come out onto Prodigy. So the Barracudas are down 1. This might be the opportunity for Hendricken to turn this back around.
In comes Quez again. Well, leave it up to Quez.
Quez, what did you do over the course of the last week, my friend? Holy cow, you're like a whole new player right now.
That's a player that's eating their green vegetables right there.
Yes, eat your veggies. It's always good for you, even if they don't taste that great.
Well, the thing that definitely does taste great is the sweet taste of victory the Barracudas are going to be having, at least in this first match. But can Magic try to turn it into an 8th goal there? They have a little bit of time as Prodigy comes in there. Here comes Quez again. No telling what he can do. Xanadu there is going to take it away from him. Magic comes in again. Another demo onto Trina there. But look at Pickle. It's an open. He stops it from getting the goal on the open goal.
That was dirty. Just coming right through and destroying them and stealing the ball away. That had to hurt. So the ball lands on the ground, bringing us to the end of our first match with the Barracudas out on top.
That has to be the best demo I have ever seen there, just in terms of pure timing. I mean, even the goal, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference in the overall score of things, but to think that you see an open goal right in front of you, all you have to do is just dribble it up, and then you get demoed as you're doing it.
This is one of those cases where, like, I definitely wish we could hear comms in these games. Just a little highlight moment. I know it sounds horrible, and I'm very, very sorry to be picking on you, but just to hear that I have a goal scoring opportunity or something in the comms, and then to just hear the demo and the reaction from that demolition is something that I would love to be able to actually have the opportunity to hear. Also to hear it from Magic's side to be like, did Magic plan that, or did it just happen to be a happy little accident that they managed to get the demo?
Well, in all fairness, we'd have to hire a new production member if we wanted to include that, because they would have to be lightning fast on that censor button, because that's one of those moments where you're going to let out a few choice words.
True.
Well, anyway, let's see what happens in the second match. Bishop Hendricken looking to stabilize for they were able to tie it back up to 4-4 though. So it's, you know, as far as mentality is concerned, it's all tied up again at 0-0. They have the second match here, and we're going to be getting into it to see if Bishop Hendricken can stop the Barracudas, who are looking to face off against St. John Bosco. Here we go, match 2, match point for the Barracudas, and Trina going to start off that kickoff. In the center there, Pickle is going to try to push it, is going to pass it over to Trina, over toward the goal, but is not going to find anything yet.
We've now got Quez with possession, gets taken away by Pickles. Now going to try and take it up the side, but Visible Prodigy is going to challenge them a little bit. They do end up missing the ball. Now it's right in front of the goal, but Quez is there for a beautiful save. Xanadu is going to maintain some possession here for the side of Hendricken. However, as it does get dropped at the mid-stripe, with some ping pong going on with that ball between a couple of players, with a shot on the goal from Pickle.
That's going to be the first shot on goal for this match here. Both teams kind of, you know, a little bit more reserved than we have seen them, as a minute is going to pass with no goals scored thus far and only one shot on goal. Not what you would really expect after what we saw last game, but here comes Prodigy. Pickle is going to miss that midair, as well as Trina, but all the members of the Barracudas were hanging back to gather some boost there, so they aren't going to be able to turn that into a complete clear. As here comes Xanadu, pass over to Trina, taken away by Prodigy. Here comes the push from the Barracudas around the corner, center it, follow up from Quez, and there you go.
That was, okay, so you mentioned it. We saw that all of the Barracudas chilled out, got their boosts ready to go. But it's an older key to the game that we've heard kind of make a resurface here time and time again. I bring it up a lot, the boost starving. And if you looked over, Xanadu throughout that entire portion when they had ball possession had 0 boost in their gas tank. So it was calculated for the side of the Barracudas to just go round up as much as they could so that they could make some magic happen from it.
Here comes Quest again. Is he going to find another angle? Not quite there, and a double commit there from the Barracudas. You did not want to see that coming through at this point here. So gather yourselves, Barracudas. Don't allow mistakes from that, because Bishop Hendricken can definitely capitalize on those, as Pickle is going to... Oh, look at Magic there.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. With the touch from Quez. It's going to go in. Quez, if you guys come out on top of this one, Barracudas, I'm already... This is not me caster cursing, because I'm just making a statement here. If the Barracudas make it into the final bracket, well, into the championship, Quez, you are my vote. I'm throwing my hat in for you for ICCU Player of the Game, because I don't know what you ate today, what you did, but you are a whole new player this evening.
Well, here comes Pickle, is going to try to even it up. Save from Magic is going to be there. Trina is going to push it back towards the goal. Miss there from Bishop Hendricken. And now the Barracudas see their next opening. Magic is going to pop it off the roof, but not quite the follow-up there to get the other goal. But still a 2-0 lead. Bishop Hendricken is the one that needs to find the goals here with about halfway through.
We've got Quez now trying to corral this ball down in the corner away from Pickle. With a little bit of help from Magic, it's now going to get cleared all the way to the other side, but Xanadu will get a nice hit on it to keep it in possession of the side of Hendricken. It's still, however, on the blue side, so Magic's going to capitalize on that. It's going to go a little high with Pickle now dropping it down in the corner.
2 minutes left in the match. Bishop Hendricken still, that's the opportunity for them right there. Can they get the follow-up? Xanadu followed by Trina. Ooh, not quite fast enough. And here comes Prodigy with their own opportunity. Pickle. Was the only defense. Okay. At least that was Magic there. If that was a member of Bishop Hendricken dribbling toward another open goal, that would have been completely insane.
It would have been a little sad too, and it might have hurt my heart as we see Magic take out Xanadu, but the respawns have already come. Bishop Hendricken is all full power once again. We've got trying to take it up that midfield, but they aren't going to because Quez will fly in with some help from Visible Prodigy to try and stop that forward push. Magic elevates, knocking the ball here dead in the water at mid. Quez now has full possession. Can they bring it to the goal? They played around Xanadu. They just have 2 to beat, and now they've got Magic there to help, but it's not enough as it does get turned around, and Prodigy gets a nice pop-up here over to the corner.
Side control still working out for the Barracudas. Pickle looking for the... Look at Quez. They're just stealing it away from them so effortlessly. Magic was also fighting in the corner there. Here comes Quez again. Prodigy is going to rotate back, just be able to play some defense if anything happens, like Quez getting demoed.
I mean, the rotations are important, right? Now we've got Visible with just 2 to beat, and they beat them both out, knocking Pickle away with that nice shot on goal. Honestly, I thought Pickle was going to get a hood on this one and not allowed to go in. I don't know how you angled your car just right, Visible, but that was perfect.
That's just one of those moments where you feel proud of yourself for pure skill, because you pulled that off right by yourself there. And now a 3-0 lead with less than a minute left. Barracuda's looking good to be going on to the finals. But Hendricken, see if they have anything to say about it.
Okay.
Okay. Now is not the time to leave open goals, Hendricken. I'm just saying.
No
Barracudas!
Barracuda! Okay, thank you, Quez. Oh, please, no easy goals. We don't want to see that right now. We've got 17 seconds. Don't let those rotations fall apart now.
Hopefully they don't fall apart as Trina is able to play it around Magic there. Quez comes in, 5 seconds left. They just want to get this ball grounded when the clock ends, and they will have themselves a ticket to go on to the finals. Barracudas proven themselves to be quite a force to be reckoned with, but now they go on to the big match. It's going to be St. John's Bosco versus the Barracudas. Barracudas, as good as you were, you have your work cut out for them because, well, St. John's Bosco.
Yeah, that's all you got to say about that one.
Yep. Well, do you want to be seen by expert college recruiters? Talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, and game producers? Then join the club. Esports Tower players get insider access to industry insights, and with our featured Rumbles, recruiters are taking notice too. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship. esportstower.com for more information. And this is the Esports Tower Rocket League tournament, and in the overall brackets we can see here it was St. John's Bosco and now the Barracudas advancing on to the finals. How is it going to turn out? We're going to have to take a short break, and we'll be back to see if the top team can be unseated right after this.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble, broadcasting from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. And this week has certainly proven to be one that could reverse a lot of trends, because the Barracudas are going to be going up against St. John Bosco in the finals for this week's Esports Tower Rumble. I'm stereo host Jacob Jem Palmer, joined by Artie Nerdy Bird Rain. And this, you said, Nerdy, that you want to keep the ball grounded against St. John's Bosco because of their great mid-air play, with Turbo and everything. But if there's one player that can really match them for the Barracudas, Quez kind of is the one to match them in that regard, with some of the crazy angles that they can get going for the goal.
In all honesty, Quez is they're playing like a completely different player than we've seen from them in the past. Like I said, I have no idea how the heck they managed to do this much improvement over the course of a week. But in all honesty, this is such a heartwarming sight to see an Esports Tower team once again making it into the finals. And not just any Esports Tower team, the Barracudas, a team that time and time again at the beginning of this entire Rumble journey here, we would see here at the finals. They took a break, they've taken time off, they've rearranged things, changed up their roster, and now they're back here at the championship match once again, trying to go for that championship title, and I believe win their third Esports Tower championship crown. That would be fantastic for an ET team finally, and if they can do it against not just any team, but St. John's Bosco, then they will know in their heart of hearts that they can walk away from this game saying that they beat probably one of the best Rocket League teams in the entire nation as far as high schools go. However, it is St. John's Bosco. This is not going to be an easy game, but they do have new players on that roster. They might swap some people around. We might see some returning faces. Fear Classic comes swooping back in. We may be able to see that happening, but also I'm afraid that Barracudas might be a little bit gassed.
Yeah, they gotta go directly into this match. But one thing that they can have to refocus their minds is Doc's keys to the game in Rocket League, which play the shot and rebound, disrupt the pathing of attackers, defend and attack boost, and rotate to the back post quickly. Doc's keys to the game brought to you by Esports Tower. You can improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. Score Pro advice at esportstower.com. Now let's get into the finals. This is going to be best of 5 between these two games, so a lot of opportunities for great comebacks. And as we take a look, yeah, you called it, Nerdy. Fear Classic is going to be coming back in there. And Turbo is going to be looking for a statement right off the bat, but is not going to find a goal there. But what better symbolic way to say to the Barracudas, welcome to the finals?
Yeah, Visible Prodigy making a fantastic save with actually no boost in their take whatsoever. That takes some serious skill. We see Turbo going in to try and get a shot, but it's going to get completely taken away with Quez now going right in front of the goal. It drops right down in front of Turbo, however. So now the turnaround's going to begin. We've got Visible Prodigy already backtracking towards the goal. There was a shot just a little bit too wide with some follow-up from Bomb trying to corral it down here in the corner. But Prodigy will beat them out to that one, but they will lose possession on the ground, losing the ball to Fear Classic.
Magic gets demoed there. Quez is going to push it off to the corner. Fear Classic is going to look to center it up. Double commit there from Magic and Prodigy there. Fear Classic keeps the side control for St. John Bosco. Quez is going to fight him for it. Gets the better of that one. Fear Classic is going to answer that. Visible Prodigy is going to be fighting with Turbo there. They both run into each other. And now Bomb is going to keep any sort of counterattack coming through from the Barracudas.
We now have Bomb getting bumped around by a couple members there from the Barracudas. It does get knocked high in the air. Fear Classic tried to get a dunk into the net, but it was shot away by one of the members of the Barracudas. Turbo now getting a high shot at the midfield. Fear Classic trying to drop it down onto the ground. Turbo's there for the follow-up, as is Bomb. And with that, all three members working together from St. John's, the ball will finally go into that net after over a minute. So the pace of this game is definitely showing right now that this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised to find out this much time had passed, especially since these games can be so back and forth. And here comes Turbo. Magic there with some nice disrupt in the mid-air. Is going to be able to get the better of that one. Here comes Quest. They need to score the goal. Wow! St. John Bosco actually left an open goal.
Okay, so I won't lie, St. John's does that a lot. They have and they rightfully do it. They have a lot of ability to prevent that turnaround and boost starve, not allow the other team to get enough possession to get it past that center stripe, but they overcommit so frequently that that might be the opportunity for the Barracudas to really abuse that overcommitting that they do quite a bit.
Well, we will definitely see if the Barracudas can turn this into a lead. That would be such a huge statement off the bat. Look at Quez here doing what Quez does best with some goals there. Oh, the follow-up there was definitely there, but all three members of St. John's Bosco were basically patrolling that goal, not letting the same mistake happen again. But here comes Prodigy again. We're seeing a lot more side control now from the Barracudas. Look at that!
That was beautiful, Prodigy!
That is some great play, right?
Highlight reel moment there, Prodigy.
That's just one of those moments where we can't even add anything to the conversation because you just marvel at the great play that was. Prodigy also getting the better of that kickoff. Turbo is going to be passing it over to the side. In comes Magic with a disrupt. Quez! Ooh, not quite there.
We do have Fear trying to get it bounced around. A couple members of the Barracudas. Magic's rotating back towards the goal, as is Quez. Magic is going to try and get a touch on it. They will unfortunately miss it, but Quez will manage to be the one to just turbo it away into the corner to Turbo. As Turbo's now rotating back, Quez is looking to make sure to maintain some I guess bodies in the goal so it's not easily open. So we see them elevate and knocking the ball to the midfield mark, allowing Bomb to come swooping in though and knock it into the corner.
Magic in mid-air. Some great control there is taken away by Turbo, and a demo onto Fear Classic there. Double Prodigy rotates in, is able to get the 100 boost. He's going to fight with Turbo in mid-air. Magic misses it slightly, so now it's Quez and Prodigy for another shot on goal. It's going to go in!
Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, Esports Tower, you worked your magic. You got some fantastic players in this week because, as we mentioned, Quez is our returning member, but Magic and Visible Prodigy, all new names for us to be seeing, and they are doing incredible. Nicely done across the board there. Let's see if they can manage to maintain this lead for the next minute and 40 seconds as Visible Prodigy scores yet another goal, getting the hat trick.
Wow. Wow, if there's any player that's come alive in the finals, it has been Visible Prodigy.
They're a prodigy.
It's in the name. Okay, next kickoff. About 90 seconds left, a little over 90 seconds. With a great lead there, Magic is going to get demoed, but is going to come back onto the field. Wasn't it too bad of a moment for the Barracudas, so they can shake that off. Try to get some boost again. This Prodigy is going to find themselves low on boost. The only one who doesn't have it, Magic, is going to come in. Now all of the Barracudas are juiced up and ready to go. They're going to fight for it in mid-air. Not get the better of that one. They're going to have to rotate back. Fill back up on more boost. Demo bomb there, and now this is their opportunity to go forward. Nice discipline there by Quez.
Go! That was beautiful, but the crossbar. Everyone hates that crossbar. Go to couples counseling. KG already did it for the other teams. It's now someone else's turn to do it.
But I liked right there, you saw there was the opportunity for Quez to double commit there, but showed the necessary discipline and a whole bunch of demos coming through there, but it's not going to turn into any sort of goal there. Now here comes Turbo, is going to try to center it up, taken away by Quez, is going to not beat Bomb to it, but now Prodigy rotates in yet again above both Turbo and Bomb. Quez trying to get those angles that he likes, but is not going to get right there. But with 30 seconds left, Barracuda's looking like the ones that they're going to take the first.
Oh my gosh, Magic! All of these players, just, it's all spicy. It's very spicy.
Well, that's certainly one way to put it, but it translates into a win nonetheless for the Barracudas. 23 seconds left. Unless we see a crazy kickoff happen there, nope, they had one member back there. So now they can run out the clock have 1 minute here, 1 win that they can play with here in this overall match of 5. Barracudas are starting it off right, catching St. John Bosco off guard and managing to get the win. Okay, I thought they might try for a 6th goal there. They're just going to be happy to ground the ball here, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
well,
Bomb.
it's not going to.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's stop now.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we got an extra overtime already happening basically. Oh my, what? I thought that was gonna hit the ground. Turbo. Come on. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there's the Barracudas' first win there. And I gotta say, this isn't just kind of a defining moment for the Barracudas, but a defining moment for Esports Tower as well, because so many times we have seen just the 2 high school teams make it to the finals, and a shutout again and again for the Esports Tower team. So to see them do so well against the team that has been the winners for so long, this could be one of the most exciting weeks we have had for the Rocket League Rumble.
I am not gonna lie. I'm sorry, St. John's, but this is making me very happy to be able to see an Esports Tower team performing as well as they are against you guys. As I said, you kind of are, the Goliath in this situation. You guys have, I want to say, I'm going to include our All-Stars game because Turbo was your guys' powerhouse in that tournament as well. You guys have 5 championships, if not more, under your belt right now. It's time for you to be dethroned. And if it doesn't happen this week, then it might happen next week, because the Barracudas, they are absolutely playing their minds out. But we have to remember, this isn't a best of 3, it's a best of 5. So they have to keep this going for 2 more back-to-back matches and not drop a single one if they want to completely shut out the Braves.
Oh, as we're going to get into the arena, all the players are going to load in and we'll be ready for the second match. We'll see if St. John Bosco might want to start this one off with a bang as they did the last time. Just try to get that early momentum going, but Prodigy is going to stop them from doing it. Going to pass in midair over Turbo, over to Quez, and now Magic is going to fight for it in the left-hand corner. And it's Sphere Classic looking for a clear. Looks like he's going to be able to find it. And now Barracuda's playing defense.
Got Magic trying to keep possession of this ball over here as we see a double demolition come out between Fear Classic and Quez. Turbo will manage to knock the ball away over into the corner on the side of the Barracudas. Quez will elevate to try and knock it onto that wall. Not maintaining possession, however, as Bomb now has the ability to get a centering shot, but Magic's there to clear it all the way to the midfield.
St. John Bosco looking for the first goal here. Prodigy is going to try to take it. Fear just a little bit too late there, and a nice first goal by Bomb.
That was clean. Like, spot on.
Yeah, that was very nice there. Fear just making sure that it's going to go in there. Bomb going to be credited with the goal. With 1 minute in, St. John Bosco. Ooh, that is a nice kickoff from Prodigy, but Fear Classic was ready to hang back there and cheated back toward Barracuda territory. Turbo centering it for Bomb to come in here for another goal off the crossbar. Not quite gonna get there.
Got Fear Classic now trying to get a centering shot. They're gonna dribble it around, unfortunately take it a little bit too far past the goal, allowing Quez to swoop in and knock it all the way over to the other side, but it just gets sent right back with Visible Prodigy trying to drop it down. It's right in front of the Barracuda goal. This is not territory you want to see it in. It does get saved by Prodigy. Now all 3 members of the Barracudas are there. Turbo will elevate at mid to get possession of the ball, but Prodigy is just not stopping. And finally, Bomb turns it around.
Quez is going to be playing defense there, looking for the... Oh, Fear is going to stop that clear from going through. Nice, Prodigy keeping it going, though. Magic misses, though, and Bomb is going to... Actually, Turbo's going to be the one coming in here. Ball still in Barracuda's territory. They really haven't been able to get it out of their side of the field for a long time. Now this might be the opportunity for them. Not if Turbo has anything to say about it. Is going to be passing over to Bomb, who keeps running up the field, jumps over Prodigy, who had no boost right there, so couldn't contest that at all.
We do see Magic try to get a touch on it. Unfortunately, they were a little bit too high. There's a shot on goal, but Turbo will turn that one away. Bomb now trying to take this up the side. We do see Magic managing to beat them to it as Visual Prodigy gets taken out by Turbo. It's still alive here at the goal. Quez is waiting on the ground, however, now having to rotate back as the ball crosses that midfield mark. Bomb takes out Visible Prodigy.
He can't catch a break.
No, I'm sorry, Prodigy. You're getting a little bullied right now as we do see the ball drop down here over on the side of St. John's Bosco. Will the Barracudas be able to make something happen as Bomb is already
nice.
trying to turn it around?
That is a nice steal from Magic there, but was trying to flip it into the goal there, but didn't work out. But Prodigy with another follow-up and a save by Bomb there. Here comes Fear again over toward the goal, but luckily Quez is there to clear it. Oh, and now has a chance toward the goal here. Needs to set it up. Or the shot from Magic. Oh, gonna be saved there by Turbo. But a valiant effort from the Barracudas here, who only need one goal to tie it up.
Oh my gosh, it is like Mad Max out here on the field. So Fear Classic with that one player down for the Barracudas. Easy goal for them to score right there.
And the worst thing for Magic there was able to respawn right there only to see it go in, like at the worst moment. You can only see it unfold.
Could you give me an extra half second of not being on the field, please?
Okay, kickoff off to the side. They're still not insurmountable for the Barracudas. They need to get something going here. Is Quez going to fight for it?
Oh, Magic! Fear Classic, are you angry?
I don't know, but the demos for St. John Bosco have been coming through in force for the second game here.
It's more than I'm used to seeing from St. John's, if I'm being honest.
Well, they wanted to maybe change up their strategy as they found themselves losing, not necessarily a position they've been used to, so I can't say that it hasn't worked out for them, because it definitely has.
Yeah, we've got Quest trying to take the ball away, managing to get it around Bomb, but they do have to beat Fear Classic and Turbo here. Turbo does turn the ball away anyway, sending it all the way down to the corner. Visual Prodigy's there. Bomb just blows them up anyway, bringing them down with the turtle shot from Turbo, and that's going to bring St. John's up by 3. Now,
look at all the demos here.
Oh, there was a lot of explosions.
There certainly was. It just Bomb living up to his name. Constant explosions all over the field.
As we mentioned before, this is a best of 5. You can see it down there by our little timer. So St. John's Bosco, even if they come out on top of this one, still has to win 2 more matches. The Barracudas themselves do as well. So at the end of this one, if St. John's comes out in the lead, we might as well be back at a best of 3.
Well, Prodigy there looked like that angle might have gone in, but not going to find it there as they have only 45 seconds left to get 3 goals. That is such a tough challenge there. They might be able to find it there. All they have to play it around is Turbo. Ooh, that was an unfortunate oopsie there by Quez, who just ran out of boost there. And yeah, that's gonna, well, credit to Magic there.
I honestly thought Turbo got booped into the ball for that goal, and I was gonna be a little bit sad.
Well, the goal didn't happen there, but they didn't necessarily need it because they have 3 to be able to tie the match up overall. It's still best of 5, so not going to go into a tiebreaker just yet. So here comes the countdown clock ticking down towards 0. St. John Bosco is going to ground it now.
Wait.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered.
It didn't fully cross the line. Didn't count as another goal.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's a win for them, and a game 4 that we're going to be seeing at least here tonight. So very exciting overall. St. John Bosco really changed up their strategy and brought the demos out in force for the second game.
And they were doing a lot of boost taking on both offense and defense. So for the side of the Barracudas, they need to be watching out on that one, making sure they're not getting boost starved. Otherwise, they're going to be caught dead in the water like they were a couple of times. And honestly, for the Barracudas, they had some fantastic rotations, and St. John's, they cleaned up their notorious mistakes of double committing on a lot of things. I did not see that happening nearly as much in this last one. So Barracudas, if you want to come out on top of this one, my apologies, there's an Overwatch player in the arena. You have to just honestly play your minds out, keep doing what you were doing previously, and olay the demos. That's one of our old keys to the game that we've taken off, but it needs to be put back on, I think.
And have the enthusiasm that our Overwatch players have. That's my tip there.
Yes.
Get that sort of enthusiasm into your gameplay here. As all 6 players are on the field now, we're going to be getting ready for Game 3. Who can get their match point here as the first kickoff is going to be pretty evenly matched as Bomb comes in there, but is going to be answered back by Quez. Possibly he's going to actually have to go back, as it's going to be Magic who comes in. He's going to be dribbling it in mid-air up towards the center where Turbo pushes it back. Missed there. Oh, that was very unfortunate there by, I think, Prodigy, who just flew over the ball.
That was big brain. Turbo actually faked Prodigy out, made them think they were going to go for a shot. Instead, they sent it over to Fear Classic around Quez, allowing Fear to get that goal. Beautifully done.
Well, an early lead here for St. John Bosco. Will they be able to build upon it? Kickoff goes off to the side, quickly used by Bomb toward the goal, off the crossbar, and off to the side again. And a nice clear there is going to come out from the Barracudas, who now have an opportunity up. Their own Magic is going to have Turbo just get right in their face and deny that goal. And here comes Bomb up the side there. It's going to be going off the ceiling here with a pass over to Turbo, who's going to be, I thought he was going to push toward the goal, but off to the side instead.
Yeah, that was one of the kind of classic St. John shots off the side, just literally beam it down into the goal, but it didn't happen. Turbo might have just, you know, misclicked and had a flip reset occur a little too quickly, as we do see the ball get turned away by Quez. And now a demolition, unfortunately, from Bomb onto Quez will come out. Quez, you gotta lay those demos, but we still have the opportunity there for Magic to find that equalizer goal.
Like to their teammates, I gotcha. You don't have to worry.
It's okay.
But a little bit shaky there also from Prodigy there, who was coming in there. I don't know if that was quite a double commit there, but...
Maybe they were there just to throw Turbo away from the ball.
Yeah, just to keep him, you know. Yeah, I think that was probably the more likely, is just to put some space between Turbo and the ball. Quez again!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Quez. You're getting bullied.
Well, here we go again with St. John Bosco. Quez is going to come back in force, though, and be credited with the clear, and is going to be able to push it up the field, and getting the revenge there onto Fear Classic. That's what you love to see.
That was well-deserved, calculated. Even if you didn't get a goal, Quez, that was beautiful. As we see you corral it down here in the corner, Turbo's going to try and boop it away. They managed to do just that. It's going to drop right in front of the Orange goal, though. Not a territory you want that ball in if you are rooting for the Barracudas right now. Bomb with possession with some help from Turbo. Gets a nice shot on goal. It's going to get turned away by Magic, though.
Now they're going to... Oh, they were trying to clear it there. Both of them had committed to that, so if it wasn't for Quez there, that would have been it for the Barracudas. But a nice clear there. It's going to go off to the side. Now they need to center it. And a miss there from it looked like Magic is going to prove disastrous. And Bomb gets the goal.
Oh, man. Clean up those rotations, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you can't get too invested like you did there. I know you want to get into the lead, but you got to have someone back there just in case something goes wrong. Here comes Magic. Prodigy gonna fight for it.
Oh, and we do see Magic get taken out by Turbo. Fear Classic's gonna manage to pop it up over a couple members of the Barracudas, but Quez read it perfectly, stalled it out, but ultimately Bomb still has possession with a double commit coming out from the Barracudas.
Yeah, it looks like they're a little shaky right now. It's like maybe the nerves are getting to them. I'm not quite sure. Quez there is going to be credited with the save there, but still needs to find a clear. He's going to go off to Prodigy, who plays it above Bomb, but isn't going to be able to contest with Fear there. 50-50 going in the side of Magic there. And Quez with a flip off the roof there is going to at least push it toward midfield, but Fear is going to drive it back toward the goal. Possibly a follow-up, but Quez is going to stop that from happening.
Yeah, Turbo was trying to get in there for that follow-up shot to just beam it into the goal. Like we've said before, they do it a lot. And now Quez is trying to just chase that ball back and prevent it from going in. Another shot on goal from Fear Classic. Thankfully, the crossbar will be the savior for the Barracudas. And now Quez will swoop in, taking the ball away from Turbo and blowing up Bomb in return for one of those demolitions. And Quez finding the equalizer. Well-deserved. Nicely. I feel like that demo, yes, of course, very calculated, but somewhat like the I see a chance to blow you up and you've done it to me enough, so I am going to make sure I make you go boom.
And it's an even better play because now Quez actually did get the goal after kind of the revenge demo. So it all works out in the end here as Quez is going to be fighting in the corner. Doesn't have a lot of boost, but still manages to push it back toward Turbo and is able to outplay him. My goodness, Quez, pick up some boost, then we'll see what you can really do here. As Prodigy pushes it off to the side, is going to be contesting with Turbo again. Fear Classic able to get to the ball before, and they left the goal open again!
Stop it, guys! Oh. All right,
It's just frustrating.
This hurts my heart.
Because they're showing so many good plays here, and yet it's their lapses in just these fundamentals that is proving to be the thing that keeps them from taking the lead.
It's okay. We've got a minute left. That's more than enough time to score an equalizer to bring us either into overtime, or if you really want to be spicy, score 2 goals. But as I say that, we see a lovely shot on goal from Bomb with follow-up from Turbo and Demo on Visible. Thankfully, though, the ball does get turned around now, but it's already shot back to the Barracuda goal.
Oh,
no.
That was dangerous there. Barracudas, you need to get a clear here. 2 demos coming out onto Prodigy and Bomb. St. John Bosco still managing to keep the side control going. Bomb coming in. Unfortunate for Quez there. He's trying to get in there to get the save. As you can see, he comes up the wall and just isn't able to get there in time.
All right. We've seen 2 goals in 30 seconds. I think the record for Esports Tower is actually like 5 goals. It was from St. John's Bosco. However, magic, Quez, make some magic happen between the 2 of you. Come on. Prodigy, somebody, get a goal, please.
Well, here comes Prodigy, is going to be able to get it around Turbo, but in comes Fear to push it off to the side.
Take it.
Just your second reactions, Nerdy.
I know, it's, what can I say? I really want to see this happen.
They're the underdogs, so
yes, I gotta root for them.
Still a great,
no way! Oh, dang
still
it.
a great job nonetheless for St. John Bosco. Going to be pushing it to match points, so now 2 wins in a row is what Barracudas are going to have. And it really just was. I think the Barracudas, that was so in their realm to win that one. It's just at the worst times they got too invested and went all in and left the goal completely open more than once during that match, which has allowed St. John Bosco to get the win.
I just hope, like, previously we saw Magic always kind of just chilling out at that midfield stripe, making sure that they were able to rotate back and had boost. I don't know what's happening. We don't always have, a bird's eye view of the field. I mean, it's Rocket League. We never really can. But it seems as though Visible and Quez are both getting boost-starved a lot. So they're having a hard time maintaining momentum and pace with the side of St. John's Bosco. So there's one thing they need to clean up. But the other thing that they need to fix is making sure that they have someone at the mid to rotate to the back post fast enough to not leave that goal open completely for 2 goals in this next one. Please do not leave your goal open and let that happen, because in that regard, it's just like, what do you do?
Work on your rotation and boost. The main takeaways for the Barracudas is this is going to be their most important match here. They need to win this in order to push it to a final Game 5. Initial kickoff going to go in the favor of Bomb, who's going to follow it up there. Actually, Turbo's going to be the one to follow it up with looking for an early goal there. It was saved there at the last moment by the Barracudas. Now in comes Prodigy. He's going to be able to get a clear there, answered back by Bomb, who passes it over to Turbo, and the dribbling coming through in mid-air. Not going to find a goal, though.
Honestly, I thought that goal was going to be scored right out the gate because there was a demolition, so the side of the Barracudas were down 1, and then we saw Visible almost dead in the water with no boost. Thankfully, Quez was able to get the save there. Fear Classic still going to steal the ball away from them. However, Magic will elevate, knocking it past that midfield mark. Turbo's trying to beat Quez to the ball. They managed to. Now it's just trying. Now Quez just has to beat a couple members out, but it does get knocked to the mid where Magic was waiting. And now it's an open net opportunity. Can you dunk it in? No, Fear Classic will say no thank you and take the ball away.
Quez gonna get
Oh,
2 demos! Wow. Well then,
Man.
that's a way to show that you came to play.
And Turbo is an all-around really great team player. Notice how even though they could have secured a goal there for themselves, they allowed their teammate Bomb to come in because they had the better angle on it and get that goal in, despite Turbo having that opportunity. Just goes to show how much of a team player they are.
Fear Classic was going to get a shot on goal there, saved by Magic. And now Magic is going to push it off toward the side. And in comes Fear Classic again, looking for another goal off the backboard. Follow-up by Bomb. And another demo onto Visible Prodigy. They are just exploding left and right here.
We do see there's a shot on goal as well. Quez unfortunately will miss it, but thankfully it doesn't go in. They're able to take it up to the midfield. Now Bomb is trying to go toe-to-toe with them. There's no one at the net. Can they get the goal in? Oh, dang it. I don't know what happened there. If it was a crossbar or someone else.
Okay, maybe we'll see it in this replay here because that goal is impressive, but I just want to see.
Oh, okay, so it looks like Bomb got just the tail of their car on that one, so it didn't go in. But Magic with the follow-up, thank goodness.
Well, equalizer coming through. Barracudas are still in this. 50-50 off to the side there. Visible Prodigy is going to get a nice shot. Very big clear over to the corner. Turbo now fighting with Quez. Quez able to take it away from him. But look out for Prodigy here with a very nice save there. Can they turn that now into a clear? Turbo is going to pass it over to the center. Barracudas get the better of that one. They need to push it out of that corner though. Magic is fighting for it there, looking to center it where Fear is, though, is going to take it away. Look. Well, tit for tat, I suppose.
Yeah, double demolitions always kind of hurt. That's okay. We get just basically a reset on the field a little bit. Magic and Quez are now trying to take it up the side. A little give and go action happening between the two of them. Ultimately, we still lead with Fear Classic getting that ball and a shot on goal, but Magic is there for the save, knocking it all the way back towards St. John's goal. And it almost goes in, but Bomb's there for the save as Fear Classic takes out Magic.
And here comes Quez. There is going to be able to play it around Fear Classic. Turbo now is the one trying to get the goal. A nice pop off the roof. Their follow-up there just to the right. Travel follow-up. Oh, Prodigy's coming in there.
Oh, man, and then Fear Classic takes out Magic. Quez is alone in the goal. There's a follow-up shot, but
they're
it's
trying
not
so
enough.
much.
That was so many shots on goal.
Well, can't let it get into your psyche. Just gotta try to reset here and get another clear.
Can't let Turbo score a goal right there or Fear Classic. Thankfully, they do manage to take it away. Magic is now trying to take it past Fear Classic here at the goal. It does get booped up by Fear, though, so that was a great save. Bomb now has the opportunity to rotate back towards the Barracuda goal, and thankfully, Quez will use the bicycle to knock it away, but Fear Classic's there for the follow-up just to be ready to grab it again. And the side control is overwhelmingly dominated right now by St. John's Bosco.
Barracuda's having some difficulty trying to find a clear here. Prodigy is going to try to flip back. He's able to play it around Turbo. In comes Bomb, though, centering it up. Now here comes Quez. Not able to play it around Turbo there and gets demoed yet again.
We have Magic popping it high, trying to get a pass over to one of their teammates. They managed to do that with a little bit of disruption coming out from Turbo. Visible finally getting some well-due payback there, taking out one of the members of St. John's. Magic's going to play it off the wall to center it. It is going to end up with Fear Classic. However, Quez gets a nice centering shot on goal. However, Turbo's there for the save, sending it down into the corner. Will the Barracudas be able to find this one goal to bring them ahead before we hit overtime, or are we going to go to a golden goal situation?
That very might be the possibility here. As Magic comes in, fighting with Turbo. Now Prodigy gonna pick up the pieces here. Quez fighting with Turbo again, but Turbo able to keep it alive for St. John Bosco. This would be crucial here, though. A goal at the last moment for the Barracudas. Magic's gonna try, but now we move into overtime. Such a crucial overtime.
I can't handle this.
Well, who's going to get that golden goal first? We are going to find out, as that is not where the Barracudas wanted to start off there. With Magic getting demoed there. But here comes Quez with a nice flip over it. Going to be able to flick it over.
I think that was a double demo.
Quite possibly, but both teams are going to be back up to full strength here. We're going to see who can get a Quez there with an opportunity, but not quite there.
Oh no, there's an overcommit happening right now from the Barracudas. They need to be careful looking at those rotations. Quez thankfully saw that, rotated back. However, you never want to have someone of the other team closer to your goal than yourselves. As we see Fear Classic taking out Magic. Quez now has to get this ball all the way to the other side, but Fear Classic sends it right back with Visible trying to corral it down here in front of the goal. There is a shot, but Bomb will save it. Quez has another opportunity, but Turbo knocks it away.
Well, we've gone over a minute now into overtime.
No,
Turbo, they're passing it over to Bomb there. That could be it there with Turbo. Follow-up from Fear Classic. St. John Bosco is going to remain the champions there. And what is a great teamwork there from them. A nice follow-up there. Fear Classic comes in right over Quez, able to get the winning goal. And the champions still retain their throne. St. John Bosco getting the win there over the Barracudas, 3-1, but the Barracudas making it one of the most competitive matches we have seen against the top team. So thank you for providing a performance like that. So St. John's Bosco, way to go for you. And that is going to be some great gameplay to review for all the teams. But as you know, you cannot go it alone, and if you want to get some pro advice, improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure, you can get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. Just go to esportstower.com for more information about that. So now we just reflect on everything, and this is usually the time where we predict the player of the game. I've got two predictions, but I don't know if you want to predict first.
My vote's going to Quez. Just my friend, the improvement I have seen from week 1 of the Rumble to now, even comparison to last week to now for you, was incredible. Like, you honestly were a very well-rounded player previously, but today was just insane and incredible, and I fully believe that you deserve the ICCU player of the game. But at the end of the day, it's not just my decision, so if you don't end up with it, please don't hold it against me.
Well, I would say I think you could slot Turbo in at any time, so like that would be.
Gotten it so many times.
I know, but it's like the one that you could slot in at any time. But I will agree with you, Nerdy. Quez had the most goals that were just the most entertaining to me. So I will put my voice in for Quez as well as the player of the game. But we will just have to find out who ultimately got the title of ICCU player of the game. Finding out right now whose prediction is correct. Player of the game is going to be Quez. Yes! Indeed.
Yes, Quez, that was well deserved. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, and speaking of terms of overall improvement, but just the crazy goals that Quez managed to get, not just in the final, but we see here in the semifinals. Quez just came alive in the semifinals.
Honestly, they were a triple threat across the board. They were there for the saves, the clears, the assists, the shots. Sometimes they were their own assists on those shots on goal. And they had, like you said, some insane goals during both our round robin, our bracket stage, and even in the finals. Quez, nicely done.
Well, the player of the game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful. Just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success, Quez is your ICCU player of the game for tonight, and a very well-earned title. As we now reflect on everything, it wasn't quite the upset that we saw, that we were hoping for, but still a very exciting overall final match.
There's always next week.
And with the improvements the Barracudas have been showing, I certainly would expect that. Well, thank you for joining us, Nerdy, and thank you, all of you in Twitch chat, for joining us for this Esports Tower Rumble. We are going to end it like we usually do with the top 5 plays of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 positions offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is one of the best teams to join out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. That's going to do it for us tonight. Enjoy your top 5 plays of the game. In in the center. In comes Jay. Take it away. It's going to contest with Bomb. Bomb misses in midair. Now it's up to Turbo there. Ooh, not getting a lot of speed off of that one. Uh-oh, open goal. Jay, can you get there in time? Ooh, he is. Oh, my.
Oh,
no, follow up again.
Oh,
Oh, well, you know, all three of them contributed there. I mean, there was a double follow-up, so it's hard to defend against that.
Yeah, 3 shots on goal back-to-back is hard to stop. I won't lie. So, I mean, the rotations are important, right? Now we've got Visible with just
look
two
at
to
that.
beat, and they beat them both out, knocking Pickle away with that nice shot on goal. Honestly, I thought Pickle was going to get a hood on this one and not allowed to go in. I don't know how you angled your car just right, Visible, but that was perfect.
That's just in mid-air up towards the center where Turbo pushes it back. Missed there. Oh, that was very unfortunate there by, I think, Prodigy, who just flew over the ball.
That was big brain. Turbo actually faked Prodigy out, made them think they were going to go for a shot. Instead, they sent it over to Fear Classic around Quez, allowing Fear to get that goal. Beautifully done.
Again, we're seeing a lot more side control now from the
Oh
Barracudas.
my
Look at
gosh!
that!
That was beautiful, Prodigy!
That is some great play, right?
Highlight reel moment there, Prodigy.
That's just one of those moments where we can't even.
Now getting a high shot at the midfield. Fear Classic trying to drop it down onto the ground. Turbo's there for the follow-up, as is Bomb. And with that, all 3 members working together from St. John's, the ball will finally go into that net after over a minute. So the pace of this game is definitely showing right now that this is going to be interesting.